I can only imagine the stress of the negotiation between Sean McVay and his then future wife as to where the lines get drawn on which of his players get invited. Because my guess is he wants to invite everyone who was on the Super Bowl 56 championship
Yeah, he's that kind of
team.
guy. Right.
How can I not invite every guy that contributed to the winning of...
Because it'll be an extra $1 million, honey, that's why.
Soon to be second most important ring.
Right.
Oh, but he can afford it. Don't give me that crap. Get a bigger haul. I mean, my goodness. But he eventually yielded. The compromise was the captains only. But... it may have been a little wink nod for a guy like Odell. Hey, if you just happen to be around, here's where we're going to be. Like, how did Odell know to be there? Somebody must have told Odell.
I'm sure he texted the players.
Maybe he got a little. Hey, if any of you guys just happen to be around here and you stop by, about 2 hours in, it's not like anybody's going to kick you out.
Yes.
If you just happen to be in the vicinity.
Well, I don't mean to do this because I've kissed both ass cheeks of this guy so far in this show, but I'm going to do it for a third time. I mean, I don't know what to say. Again. Do you need more examples of the coach having better relationship with his players and finding a magic of being able to push guys and be tough, but yet, hey, I didn't invite you to the wedding, but it's cool, come, and your feelings aren't even hurt and you're having fun here. Again, that just speaks to me the McVay magic there. It is very apparent when you're around it and you see it and you talk to the other players, and I just have a hard time thinking many coaches could – get away with some of the things he gets away with or does some of the things he does just because, again, he's just got a way about him there. And that's where I think both of you, we look at it where we go, damn, Odell, I'll be shocked if he's not back with the Rams. I'll be shocked if he's not with the Rams.
Of course, we may have finally figured out why Sean McVay's not currently on his honeymoon. It could be that his wife is there by herself, that he got left behind after having players who weren't invited show up at the wedding.
Seriously.
And we'll see what happens with Odell Beckham. Look, the issue with the ACL, that's real, and that's where the business butts up against the non-business, the feel-good, the communication, the admiration and the respect that Sean McVay has for Odell Beckham Jr. But just talking through the way that McVay has helped shepherd his team through this contractual mess, and it still needs to get to the end with Kupp and Beckham. Why would he stop if he's naturally gifted at communication beyond the X's and O's, drawing up the plays? If he's naturally gifted at having the relationships with his players, why would you stop doing something you are so damn good at? And where else can you turn those skills and get the same kind of fulfillment? So I wrote about it yesterday. I thought about it after the show. It's one thing to talk about, I'm not going to do this for 40 years. It's another thing to not do it.
Yeah, right.
You can say, I'm not going to, God. You don't want to think that far into the future. God, I can't do this for 40 more years. And then the next thing you know, 40 years have gone by and you're still doing it. And I'm not saying he's going to do it for 40 years or 30 years or 20 years. But, again, it's so much easier. And it's part of your, I think, off-season stress management. Oh, God, I can't do this anymore. That's just how you get
through it a little bit.
Your brain back in the right spot to get ready to do it again. Sure. Oh, God, I can't do this again. And then you get some time away from it. You're like, I can't wait to do this again.
Yeah.
I do that. It happens every year. Our hiatus is coming up. Next Saturday, we got another week and a half or however long you're going to be here, since apparently you're not going to be here Monday, which that's news to me. But every year when we start the hiatus, every year, the next morning on Saturday, I wake up and I say, let's go do the show. I want to go do the show on a freaking Saturday on the front end of 4 or 5 weeks of no show. So I don't think it takes much to recharge the human body. And I think that he'll go through that every year after the season's over. God, how can I do that again? And at some point, he can't wait to do it again. He's going to do that one year after another, after another, after another. And the next thing you know, he's going to be old like me.
Well, maybe. I mean, I don't doubt that. You're right. It's not easy to quit. And then, again, I think they got a roll in there, too. We talked yesterday about Stafford has made his life better and took pressure off him to where he can enjoy the year. And I think he enjoyed last year more than ever in any game, in any season ever. And that's kind of how he explained it to me. So that was special. And then, hey, you between the quarterback and then you win the Super Bowl, it's like you talk about a great quarterback who wins a Super Bowl early on in their career. The questions are over. You're a Super Bowl champ. Nobody can say anything. The owner can't look at you anymore. You've delivered for him and brought the Super Bowl home. And so that to me, I would think would be a little bit of a boost in energy too, to not have that kind of hovering and hanging on your, that weight hanging on your shoulders or your chest all the time. At least, I've heard players talk about that. I got to think that's pretty, true with coaches too.
Well, the Rams fans have reason to be very excited about the way that the team is going, because I think now they are solidified as one of the favorites to not just get back to the Super Bowl, but to win it again. Injuries will be an issue, but they are gradually really building a sense that they are going to pick up where they left off in 2022.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.